Do you
How you doing?
remember? Very good, very good. I just
Good.
thought that maybe you remember something from your for your season in Italy. That's why to try it with Italian.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I remember a little of Italian, but not. I'm not good at speaking it. I only know like words.
Okay. Today we are talking with CJ Watson, NBA veteran. He played in Warriors, Bulls, Pacers, and Orlando Magic as well.
And the
You were
Nets.
Yes, that's right.
Hmm.
And you were undrafted in 2006. And did it hurt you or just motivated to the better work?
A little bit of both. I was definitely thought I should have got drafted. My agent told me that the Detroit Pistons would draft me with the last pick, and it was definitely hurtful. But it was I use it as motivation and will just to get better and to kind of not to prove to anyone that I was an NBA player, but to kind of just prove to myself that I was good enough and I was worthy enough to be drafted. But obviously it didn't go that way, so I just went overseas and took a different route, and that kind of helped me hone my basketball skills and appreciate basketball a little more.
And you played in Italy and in Greece. And which league you like more and why?
I don't know, but it was kind of a toss up. I didn't really enjoy my overseas experience because every month we had a new coach, so it was different to try to get used to different systems and different coaches, and I just tried to be the best basketball player I could, and kind of just really work on things that they said I wasn't doing well enough, which is scoring as a point guard, uh, being more of a leader, being more vocal, getting guys in different positions where they needed to be, and just being an all-around point guard. And I think both places helped me out a lot, Italy and Greece. And I just enjoyed the experience, enjoyed traveling the country, seeing the world, seeing different cultures, and just appreciating life.
hmm And your turning point was a season in D League.
Hmm.
You scored 26.4 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists, and it helped you to become NBA player. And how do you remember beginnings in Warriors?
My beginning was I just had a different mindset. I wanted to go to the D League. I didn't want to go back overseas because my experience wasn't the best. So I decided just to stay in the D League and try to make it to the NBA. And I just wanted to be the best player that I could and give myself the best shot of being an NBA player. And I think I did that by being a scoring point guard, getting my teammates assists, getting players in the right positions, and also being a better leader, being a better communicator with my teammates and my coaches. And then the Warriors gave me a chance of my life by being the 100th call up, and I just tried to make the best out of it and be the best player that I could. And Coach Nelson and that team just really helped me prepare for my NBA career.
And how do you remember Coach Donaldson? Because when I talked about him with the Sidney Moncrief or Tim Hardaway, each of them mentioned like he was a mentor and also a really, really good coach and a person who helped to develop their career.
Yeah, Nelly was he was funny. He would bring his dog to practice and let his dog run around on the court. Uh, he was good at getting the best out of guys, making sure that they were always aggressive on the court. He would take you out if you didn't shoot the ball. I never seen a coach do that, but he always instilled confidence in the players. He wants you to play his system, which is run and gun, shooting threes, playing small ball, which is fun. And he definitely was a mastermind in offense. All his offensive plays always works. He didn't really care about defense that much, but offensively, he lets you be free and let you play to your strengths, which was great and what any player would want.
Mm-hmm. And you were a backup for Byron Davis in Golden State Warriors. And how do you remember him as a teammate and the player?
Barron was fun. He was a great person to model my game after, even though I wasn't as great as he was. Try to pick up on things that he did well and try to add them into my game. He was like a big brother on and off the court. He gave me little hints here and there, and little tips to help me use my strengths and add them to my game. So it was great patterning my game, and for him to be the first point guard that I had to play with, got a chance to play with. in the NBA was a great learning lesson. Him and Monte Ellis.
Mm-hmm. And during your first season in the NBA in Warriors, did your colleagues treat you like a rookie or?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you always get that rookie sense. I came in half the year, so I really didn't get the rookie treatment as bad as maybe some other people did. But they kind of just welcomed me with open arms since the first day I was there. Let me hang out with them. Took me to eat. Took me around the city. All kinds of things. So it wasn't mean. They never really, kind of did the little rookie hazing on me that much. But I did have to go get coffee and tea here and there and donuts. But it wasn't that bad.
But did you also have to pay for this, or they give you money and CJ, please bring me coffee and donuts?
Yeah, they definitely paid me, and I get to keep the change. So, and sometimes I bought myself something too. So,
so not so bad.
yeah, it wasn't bad.
And in the 2009-2000 season, you scored 40 points against the Sacramento Kings. Was it the best game in your career?
It was probably one of the best games. I think another game in that year, same year, I might have had like 35 and 10 and a 20 and 10 game. And a couple of those games were on the road, and we beat a couple playoff teams. So I think maybe those performances were a little better because they were on the road. We beat some playoff teams who kind of overlooked us going into the game. But all those games were kind of just a showing of all the work that I put in day and night with one of my coaches, Rico Hines. We put in a lot of work behind the scenes that people didn't really see in all those games and all those moves and the baskets, all that kind of stuff kind of was from that, all that hard work.
Mm-hmm. And in 2010, 2011, you played in Chicago Bulls, and it was also, they had Derrick Rose, and it was his MVP season. How do you remember this? Because I guess that Derrick Rose was on the top of his possibilities. And how do you remember this season?
That was a great season. We came in the season with a new team, a lot of new players, and some of the players that were there before: Taj Gibson, D Rose, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng. Those guys were the cornerstone of the franchise, and all the other players just came in and fit in pretty perfectly. We were not expected to make the playoffs with a new team and a new coach, but we came in together. Coach Tibbs had us on one point and one accord, and everyone knew their role. No one had egos. We knew that D Rose was a superstar, and everyone kind of just fit in after that. And I think just seeing that year, and then the next year also, the way he played and his athleticism, the way he approached the game. Even at practice time, we all were kind of just amazed by what he was doing. But we knew he was all coming, and he definitely played great the whole year.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find yourself in the new Tom Thibodeau system? Because Donaldson, as you mentioned, focused mostly on the offense, and Tom Thibodeau is known from his defense.
I think my game is kind of universal. You can throw me any system, and I'll be okay. I'll end up finding my way. It might take me a little while just to get comfortable in that new role, but I'll definitely find my way, find ways for me to score, find ways for me to find my teammates and things like that. But I think it was a great fit. Tibbs had a more slow East Coast kind of pounded inside kind of game, but he also adapted to D Rose and also myself with the second unit by running more pick and roll kind of stuff and just kind of running more of a fast paced offense a little bit. But he definitely was definitely mastermind behind all our defensive schemes and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. 2013-14, we are now in Indiana, and with Pacers, you were in Eastern Conference Finals. There were Paul George, Roy Hibbert, David West, Lance Stevenson, and you lost 2-4 with Miami Heat. And how do you remember this series? It was really close to the finals, or Heat were on the different planet?
Yeah, I think we just came in with a different mindset. We were very confident. We were definitely thought we could beat them. But I mean, they had a guy named LeBron James and Dwayne Wade who just kind of just took over the series. And I think we just didn't have enough offensive power to really withstand their threat also. But I think it was a great series. It was fun just to play against those guys, but definitely wish we would have got to the championship series.
Mm-hmm. you spent 2 seasons in Orlando Magic. As I mentioned, it's my favorite team.
Okay.
And how do you remember this time? Was it really special for you?
Yeah, it was definitely special. It was, not my best years, I would have to say, because of injuries and stuff like that. But definitely wish I could have got those couple years back. But it was definitely fun being there. My family loved it there. The weather was always great in Orlando, and the fans were great. And I just wish we could have, I could have played better also, and then our team would have played better also.
You've got close Disneyland, so I guess it was a really good opportunity for children.
Yeah, my kids love Disneyland. They went there a few times, or Disney World actually.
And Orlando Magic from that time, I've got a young roster, and one of those players were Alfred Payne, who is known from his ability to gain triple doubles. And do you think where he could be in the next 2, 3, or 5 years? Is it now he in his peak, or maybe he got still potential to develop to the different level?
Yeah, I think he's definitely has still potential to grow. He's still a growing point guard. He's still young. He's definitely gotten better each year. Obviously, maybe his jump shot can get better. I'm sure he's working on that to improve that. But once he gets that, he can. He's a big point guard, so he can kind of guard 1, 2, 3 positions, and maybe even the 4. So I think he's definitely a player that you have to watch out and look out for. Definitely his next couple of years.
And in Orlando, also, you were at the end of your career, and your position and your role was more to be motivator and also a mentor to the other younger guys. And how do you remember this? Was it easy to you to become the mentor for the younger player?
A little bit, yeah. It wasn't super easy, but I just had to get used to those players and used to the way they get that the game has changed, and also just kind of just giving them my knowledge and then telling them things that I see on the court or during the game. So I think all those things are definitely needed for mentors and older players to be on the court with those younger players, so they can kind of give them little pieces of advice and knowledge throughout the game and throughout the season.
After your NBA career, you became a writer, and as I remember, you write books for kids. And how appeared this idea? Was it one of your dreams from the past, or it just appeared that you need to find something for your life after NBA?
Yeah, a little bit of both. It was just an idea that I had just sitting on the couch. I wanted to be an inspiration to kids still, and I thought playing the NBA was the inspiration, but I wanted to continue to do that and continue to give my little knowledge and advice to kids, younger kids mostly. And I just said, why not put it into books? Why not put those little bits and pieces and my stories that I learned throughout my life in books? And kids also need to read books, so why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? So that's what I decided to do. And I think the books have been great so far. My 3rd one is coming out in August. So hopefully, people will still like the 3rd one as much as they do the first 2.
And in your books, you focus mostly on presenting some aspects of life, or is it a guide for a young kid, or is it are they stories about life? What they are about?
The stories. The first book is called CJ's Big Dream. It's about CJ wanting to play in the NBA, wanting to reach his dreams, but he lives in a lower income area, so he tries to. So that kind of discourages him, but he doesn't let that discourage him. So he continues to fight for his dream and fight to get to the NBA. And the second book is called CJ's Big Project, and that book is about education. CJ failed his science project, and he gets a chance to redo it. So he has to work hard to get a better grade and present the project to his class and teacher. And that book is just about education and how important education is to me and also to any kid. It should be. And then also the third book is called CJ's Big Moment, and that one is about bullying and how to make smart decisions and positive decisions about bullying and how to treat bullies.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, try to make it reasonable, and they're all true stories. So I think it's good that kids can relate to it.
CJ, thank you very much for the conversation. It was really nice to talk about times in Orlando and also the other seasons from your NBA career. So thank you very much for the time for OPOstories from the NBA, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
All right. Bye.